So right now, the developer of the transmission line says they don't want to use eminent domain to get property rights, and they would only use it as a last resort. But of the many residents I've talked with, they all say they have no plans to negotiate with them. So if this project does come down to eminent domain, a new bill that's being proposed could make sure farmers get more money than what their farm appraises for. And it's just one of many bills that could have an impact on this project.
That was not...
With fierce opposition to the Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project.
You're ruining my retirement and my life.
To make way for a proposed 70-mile transmission line. Residents in Baltimore, Frederick, and Carroll counties are worried they could lose part of their property through eminent domain.
I'm hoping to stop this project or find an alternative means. This project, as it stands right now, we just cannot have that.
I talked with Republican Delegate Nino Mangione, who represents Baltimore County, just over 2 weeks ago, asking him if he would take up legislation to address the issue. Now he says he's taking action, drafting a bill adding a 350% premium to the highest appraisal of farmland as a way to compensate farm owners for their loss of income.
Many of these farmers, that is their business and way of life.
Even though Public Service Enterprise Group, the company that's planning to build this transmission line, says they don't intend to use eminent domain.
I want to be clear. That's last resort. We are looking to negotiate with property owners.
Mangione says
we can try to make it where these very large companies make sure these people are getting their money's worth when it comes to having to disrupt their entire life.
Across the aisle in Baltimore County, in response to this Fox 45 survey, Democratic Delegate Michelle Guyton says she also opposes the use of eminent domain and has also already submitted legislation about it to the General Assembly bill drafters for pre-filing this session. I've talked with her office, but since her legislation is still in the early stages, it's not clear what it will look like.
I know the Republican caucus will be coming with a package of different energy, utility-related bills.
Delegate Christopher Tomlinson says it's going to be a big topic in the 2025 legislative session.
We'll just be covered in power lines unless we decide to pull our heads out of the sand and drastically change how we generate energy in the state.
On top of that, many other state senators and delegates signed on to this letter to PJM, the regional transmission organization who determined this project was necessary, saying they believe alternative methods of transmitting electricity should be considered and say people deserve answers and transparency. While a spokesperson from PJM has previously said this transmission line is critical to addressing growing electric needs and says they have been transparent in this process, they are still working on a response to the letter.
This is just the beginning of what is to come down the road.
And Delegate Mangione says he's also looking into other bills that could help elderly residents and homeowners. Live in Baltimore, Jessica Babb, Fox 45 News.
I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.